Hello. Hi, it's Nana. And this is the Nakinyuguzi Chronicles. I smell freedom, people. I smell freedom. Whew. I don't know if it's something to be excited about or to have trepidation about, but apparently, according to our president, we shall have public transport this Thursday. Malls will be open, and there'll be just a little bit more life injected into the commercial districts. Hmm. I don't know. I'd gotten used to lockdown. Anybody out there that's in my situation, let me know. Anyways, it's been an interesting week. It's been an interesting week internationally. A black man was killed in broad daylight by a police officer, and it has sparked riots across the world because this is injustice in a justice system that supposedly prides itself on democracy. So, my next topic for today, I want us as parents to teach our children to be proud of their skin color, to be proud of who they are, to never look down on another black child, to never think that English is a sign of status, to never, ever be ashamed of our cultures, our practices, our religions, to never basically face prejudice without dignity. Let's teach our children that the images that they see on TV do not define us as a race, that we're not second-class citizens. Let's teach our children that their home, Africa, this continent, is the cradle of mankind, that we as a people have nothing to apologize for, that we must never walk the streets for fear of our lives. Tusomesa abaana baffe nti ensibuko yaabwe y'amaanyi nnyo. Because without us teaching them pride in who they are, where they come from, who their ancestors are, their languages, their culture, that we're doing them a disservice, that we're playing into the colonial master's mentality, that those images that they see on TV of a white man killing a black man in broad daylight are what their reality of this world will be. Let's teach our children that there is no excuse there is no excuse for treating another person the way we've seen these images depict us. We are so busy trying to make money to send our children to the West so that they can be educated, so that they can get degrees that are worthy of competing in this global environment. Some of us go so far as to actually claim the West and the Americas are actually heaven. They're the Holy Grail, that Africa in itself is hell. We're sending our children abroad to people that do not want them. Abaana baffe tukolerera tubasindike mu bantu abatabaagala. Ekyo ekintu simanyi ddi lwe tulikikkiriza nti omuddugavu ewaabwe mu nsi eyaabwe bakwetaaga ogenze kukola ki? Ku spendinga ssente oba ng'ogenze ku holiday. And even then, we should never ever let our children think that being tolerated is acceptable. Abaana baffe tubayigirize ensibuka z'amannya gaabwe ge tubawa, because those are the names of our ancestors. And they have power and they have meaning. Let's teach them to take pride in their skin color, to take pride in us. We have stripped them. We've stripped them of their ability to stand proud in their skin and talk about their ancestry and their cultures and their languages in the quest to be accepted by the white man. Banayitidde mu Luganda. Mulekeraawo okwegayirira abazungu okubalaba. That is what they see you as. Everybody has a George Floyd. It doesn't touch America only. That image of the white policeman with his knee on the neck of a black man is exactly what the West is doing to Africa. I don't care which way you see it. It's an accurate description. They need to choke the life out of Africa to take everything they consider theirs. And we as a people are so willing to accommodate them. We are so willing to give them our values, our culture, our religions, for those to be replaced by theirs. We're willing to change our skin color. We're willing to hand them our children. We're willing to have conversations where we dumb down because an intellectual African is a threat. Teach your children the dignity that they need to stand in front of prejudice. This is almost a militant message. This doesn't touch George Floyd. Killings are happening everywhere as we speak. The black man is under attack. The African man is under attack. And let's face it, while our ancestors didn't have any power, we do. We can change the narrative. Why are we teaching our children that them going abroad or speaking better English at home, at school, and in public makes them more acceptable? Why are we raising our children to be ashamed of their local languages, their local food, their local dress, their relatives that don't look like them, that might not have the privileges that they have? Banange mwekube mu kifuba. Kyetuva tulina generation y'abaana ng'omwana tayagala kumanya bimukwatako, bikwata ku jjajjawo, bikwata ku gy'ava ne mukyala alabayo nga wa wansi nnyo, kubanga we have not taught them to take pride in who we were and who we are. These are very disturbing incidences that we are seeing. We need to go back to our culture, our languages. We need to form a movement. Because when you are a movement, nobody can take you down. The masses have the power. Let's stop raising our children to be apologetic for being African, to be apologetic for not speaking good English. Do you understand what that is? Omwana nabeerawo nga yeetyo olw'okuba tayogera luzungu lutuufu. Oluzungu should be a secondary language in any home. And then we look at people that speak good English like they're class above us. Why? Every episode I've done before, I've said, let's teach our children English. Let's teach them manners. Let's talk to them about our culture. Now I'm asking you that you cannot do all these things unless you take pride in where you come from. Because as soon as you're ashamed of where you come from, you are not going to transfer anything you know to your children because you think you're protecting them. You think that they're better off with white names, white culture, speaking English, and living in the suburbs. That is not our way of life. It doesn't matter what we do. It doesn't matter how many times we change ourselves, how many times we name our children names from Europe that we have no clue what they mean. Abaana tubakuzizza nga tebamanyi empisa nze ng'omukazi Omuganda n'abateega empisa z'empita ez'ennono. Abaana bwe tabayigiza dignity, humility, and pride in us, That is what is going to happen to them. Somebody's always going to tell them they're not good enough. Somebody's always going to strip them of their dignity. And we will end up eradicating ourselves. We will not need help from our colonial masters, like I like to call them. I'm not against the Caucasian race. I'm not against whites. But what I'm saying, they've done all they can to protect their culture, to pass it on to us. It's time for us to take back what we can. This isn't a militant message. It's just common sense. Naddala ffe ababeera wano nammwe ababeera mu diaspora. Teach your children the pride in being who they are. Bw'aba mukazi Muganda, musajja Muganda, mumuyigirize nti Obuganda bwali bwa kitiibwa, nti oli bwoti ne bwoti kubanga twali bwe tuti. Nti erinnya lyo ggwe gundi kubanga osibuka mu jjajjaawo gundi. Why is it so hard for us to pass that on? So that when these people come over here or we go over there, you can stand up, look them in the face, and know who you are without making apologies. This is important, especially for us who are here. We are the gatekeepers. I don't know if I've made a point, but may George Floyd rest in peace. May Yasin Kauma rest in peace. I picked those two men because they're very similar in what happened to them. And it's not about race or geographical location. It's about what people can do to you if they consider you disposable. Anyways, I hope we're all well. We're looking forward to coming out of lockdown. And I shall speak to you very soon on Friday.